signEZ is a tool for Lotus Notes design element signature management and secure ID delegation. First, you can audit design element signatures. In Domino Designer, there's no easy way to see the overall signature status of a database. You can only look at one design at a time. In the Audit Results window, you can verify the signatures in the Signed By column. Just group by the column header. Remember that the Modified By field in Designer is not a reliable indicator for signature status. For example, corrupt designs with no valid signature will still have a value in the Modified By field. You can also delegate signatures. Using a dedicated application signing ID is considered the best practice for notes development, but it's inconvenient and time-consuming for notes shops to follow this practice. signEZ cures this problem by allowing administrators to delegate controlled access to signing IDs without ever revealing passwords. Click this button to see the stored signing ID document details. User info shows general signing ID file details. Notice here that the owner can also specify who can edit this stored ID document. You can specify who has access to sign with this stored ID, specify the databases that can be signed or audited with this stored ID, and force log is for recording the usage of the stored ID. It shows if force logging is enabled and also lets you set the database in which to store the log. So when storing a signing ID, administrators can add and delegate a stored ID, set rules on its usage, all without giving away the password. This avoids two worst practice scenarios: free-for-all signing or signing with the server ID. signEZ lets you easily choose any combination of design elements and sign them. First, click the Sign button, then choose how you want to sign. Here you can sign using a stored ID, or you can sign using another ID, and note here that you must have access to this ID's file and its password. Or of course you can sign using your current ID. The results of the signing operation will then be shown in a grid window. Also, when signing with another ID, signEZ won't close down all your work in your client. The signEZ database allows an organization to automate their application signing process. There is nothing even remotely similar available in the native Notes Domino toolkit. You can create new settings documents for batch signing or auditing databases. You can execute these settings documents with a current ID or execute with another ID. And you can use these options to run one or more selected settings documents. The logs view is where I've stored my logs. And here's a tip. The signEZ database's design is not hidden, and the command line that drives it is thoroughly documented in Ytria's help database. This means signEZ's database can be tailored to fit your organization's unique needs. And for large-scale application signing and auditing jobs, this server batch database lets you process an entire server in a single operation. Thank you for watching this introduction to signEZ's basic features. For more in-depth information, please visit this link.